It's important to consider what digital tools you will use to take your notes. Good note taking skills can help you remember the content in a text or presented in a lecture. There is no right way to take and store your notes. It is about finding what works best for you.
If you're anything like me, study notes can get really messy as the semester progresses. I used to have the system in which I take note on Word, Excel, and Notepad on my PC. Afterwards, I will go back and categorize them into different folders for different subjects. Well, the system works for a while until I find it really difficult to keep track of everything, especially during exam when I need to recover specific information. Last semester, I tried using OneNote and it turns out to be such a lifesaver for me. What I love about OneNote is that it mimics a real notebook in the way it's organized. I can have different notebooks for different subjects, and within each notebook, different sections to which I can add a limitless number of pages. And because I'm a visual learner, it's especially useful that I can drag and drop any media file like photos, videos, or audio and have them right there on the page. I can also change the background color of the page and make it look just like a real notebook too. Because all my notes are in cloud, OneNote lets me easily switch between devices. For example, while on campus and attending lectures, I tend to use my tablets and stylus pen to sketch or write down my notes. I also take photos of the whiteboards during tutorials and add it into my OneNote app. Then at home, I can pick up right where I left off. I also like to pen down additional information while revising my content. This works really well if you're into note-taking method like Cornell. One of my favorite features in OneNote is the immersive reader because it allows it to read out loud my notes to me while I sip a cup of coffee.
OneNote is definitely a great choice, but I find the Notion app works better for me. I use this app to organize my calendar, coursework projects, and my study notes all in one. If you don't like having multiple tools for multiple jobs, this all-in-one workspace concept of Notion is a lifesaver. I think of it as my personal website blended with productivity tools. With Notion, I can create pages where I add notes, wikis, task lists, tables, calendars, boards, and galleries. For example, I use a Trello-like board to manage my coursework because I can add deadlines and reminders. I also like adding a gallery, which is like Pinterest when I'm brainstorming ideas or creating a list of readings for my assignments. Notion app has beautiful templates that are not just good for note-taking. Its blank page allows you to really get creative, as it can be turned into a blog post, database, or even journal entry. The software also allows you to share your page with your teammates or anyone on the web if you choose to publish it. I use the software for both uni and personal things because Notion makes it really easy to stay organized. The best feature of Notion is that I can customize the dashboard for my personal needs and interests.
No matter what tools you choose, it should most importantly meet your needs and your note-taking method. For example, if you want to have the options to record audio during a team meeting, then apps like Notion or OneNote might not be the best choice for you. In which case, Sonocent and Notability is a better choice because it allows you to incorporate audio file with multimedia notes. Other apps that are good to use are Evernote or GoodNotes. So go explore and find out what is the best option for you.
Having a great note-taking system is definitely a lifesaver, especially when you have large essays coming up or exams. But sometimes I can still struggle to stay focused, especially with Netflix calling my name. What tools do you use to stay focused?
This is where the Pomodoro technique and distraction blocking softwares are of great help. The idea behind this technique is that the timer instills a sense of urgency. Rather than feeling like you have endless time in your day to get things done, you know you only have 25 minutes to make as much progress on a task as possible. There is a 5-minute break at the end before I start my next 25 minutes. I love this technique because it allows me to break down a task and reward myself with a nice break where I can grab a cup of tea or stretch my legs to refocus. Leechblock, for example, works on major browsers, is free, and gives you a bunch of options for blocking distractions. You can make lists of sites to block, then restrict them in all kinds of ways. Another useful example is Stay Focused. This is a productivity extension for Google Chrome that helps you stay focused by restricting the amount of time you can spend on time-wasting websites. Once your allocated time has been used up, the sites you have blocked will be inaccessible for the rest of the day. These tools help create great study habits during a busy semester. If you're anything like me, you probably get distracted on your phone too. It is way easy to pick it up and then notice a couple of hours have disappeared. Forest is a great app designed to help you with phone distractions. This app gives me a visual representation of my productivity. I plant a visual tree and the forest grows depending on how long I remain focused. Seeing your forest grow is very motivating.
I also find that I don't get the most out of these tools when my mind is racing. I can start off my study day with a meditation or a mindfulness app such as Headspace. They even have a meditation for focus quick session, which I use to get into a productive mindset.
For more information and resources, search for academic skills at Unimel.